Let's go to Sarah in Clapton-on-Sea. Sarah, good evening.
Good evening, Daniel. Thank you for taking my call. I've been working at my current job for 2.5 years. It's an office job, and for the last year or so, about 2 years, I've been asking for a different chair, as it was a really old chair that I had, as it was really causing me a lot of pain in my back, taking painkillers through the night after sitting on it basically all day. And the answer was always no. It's like gold dust. You can't have a different chair.
So what do you mean it's like gold dust? What do you mean?
There was just no other chairs available.
Okay.
It was always a no.
Yep.
There was no health and safety checks done, which I found out since maybe should have been done when I first started there. But I had a private MRI scan done last month, and I have a prolapsed spine, and I've got to have urgent surgery next month. Now, when I took the MRI scan in, they instantly got me a new chair. But they are asking me to just sort of move forward and not keep bringing up the fact that they didn't get me a new chair. I'm just wondering really where I go from here. I've signed up with Unison.
They're not going to help you if you had this claim before you signed up with them. No union will.
Okay. They said I possibly wouldn't be able to work from home anymore because they're hoping afterwards the operation would be okay. That I'll be okay to work from home, and they're not prepared to do health and safety checks from home, which we always do come the end of the week, basically. So I'm just wondering what I can do. They haven't got health and HR involved yet. They said they would, but they haven't yet.
Right. What
it's
sector?
just the fact that I kept on asking for a different chair because I was taking painkillers through the night after sitting on it all day.
What sector is this company in, Sarah?
The council.
It's a local authority, okay.
Yeah.
So it's a very large employer.
Yeah.
And do you work in don't say which office, but do you work in one of their main offices?
Yes.
Okay. Did you ever say to them that the chair is causing you back pain, or that you have back pain?
Yes, my words were always, can I have a different chair as this is doing my back in?
Okay.
Yes.
Why?
I made it completely clear on numerous occasions.
I'm not saying this in a critical way. I'm just asking, why didn't you put in a grievance about it over the 2.5 years?
I didn't. They never advised me to. I didn't know to do that. Yeah,
really?
I should have put it in writing. Yeah.
Did you not discuss this with any colleagues?
It was my line manager. Other people are also asking for different chairs, and there's always the answer is no.
And no one, none of your friends, no one ever suggested putting in a grievance?
No.
All right. The position here is a little tricky. Did you have back pain before you started this job?
No, I was working on my feet, and if I'd done the gardening, then I'd have an achy back, but
okay.
Other than that, yeah.
Do you mind me asking, Sarah, how old you are?
50.
And the prolapsed disc that the MRI scan revealed, did your doctor tell you whether that was something that had happened because of an accident or whether it was because of general wear and tear on the spine?
It's general wear and tear on the spine. The surgeon said he won't know how long it's gone on for until obviously I have surgery next month.
All right. So this sounds like something where the chair hasn't caused your spine pain,
no.
but it might have brought it on faster and brought on the need for surgery faster than would have happened if you had a better chair.
Yeah.
So maybe you're 50 now, you're having the surgery next month. Maybe if you've had a good chair for the last 2 years, you wouldn't have needed the surgery till you were 52 or 55. That's what we're looking at here, a claim to reflect accelerating the date of surgery. I'm assuming, by the way, Sarah, the surgery is likely to be successful. Is that what your surgeon's told you?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, because they didn't do any health and safety checks when I started.
They don't really need to. Yes, health and safety checks need to be done if someone's working. I'm using an exaggerated example here, Sarah. If someone's working in a chemical factory, standing on top of an open vat of bubbling chemicals, but a bog standard office job, you don't normally do a health and safety assessment in that sort of situation. You might do generic ones, but not for individuals. But once you complained about a bad back and pain, they ought to have done something about it morally. Whether they ought to have done something about it legally depends on two things, and you have to tick one of these two boxes. Box number one is whether you were classified as disabled, because if you qualify as disabled, they have to make reasonable adjustments, and that would include giving you a chair that would help you work without pain. Now, to be disabled, you have to have a long-term condition, which means more than 12 months, which has a serious impact on your ability to carry out normal day-to-day tasks. And the impression I'm getting, Sarah, is that you could carry out normal day-to-day tasks. It's just that it hurt you more and you needed painkillers at night time.
Yes,
so I don't think you tick that box because you could do normal things.
Yeah.
The second way of getting the legal right for them to change your chair, because we're not talking about moral rights here, this is a legal programme, I'm talking about legal rights, not moral rights. The second way is if the place of work itself was unsafe. And that's quite a hurdle to say that a chair is unsafe in this sort of situation. Once you've put them on notice that you're suffering back pain, at that point, they ought to say, let's see if a different chair would help her, and possibly do some sort of risk assessment. You don't need to do one for everyone. You don't need to do one when you start work. But once you start telling them, this is causing me pain, at that point, there might be an obligation to do a risk assessment. The question, of course, Sarah, is whether a risk assessment would have made a difference. Because if a risk assessment had said, yes, Sarah's got a bad back, but the chair's not going to make a difference, she's just got a bad back.
Yeah, it was really old. It's over 20 years old.
Is it? Okay.
I think that's just,
You see the chair I sit in my chambers, it's got to be about 100 years old. It's probably been sat in by goodness knows how many ancient dead barristers. So you might have a claim. Now, the problem is it's not going to be worth a huge amount of money, because from what you're telling me, and this is what I said to Joe just before, from what you're telling me, you would have had to have this surgery anyway at some point because of wear and tear on the back. It's just that it's brought it forward by, I don't know, 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, I don't know. Yeah. So what you're really doing is having, how many months are you going to be out of work and not in bed to recuperate? 3 months? Less? A month?
Maybe 2 months after the surgery.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you're really having is you're losing 2 months of fitness while you recuperate, aged 50 instead of age 55.
Yeah.
That's really what the compensation would be for. And the fact that you've, this has all been brought forward. We're talking a few £1,000s in compensation, tops.
Okay.
And the claim would be in a county court. You'd have to bring the claim in the county court. And you'd need a firm of lawyers on a no-win, no-fee basis to do it. Unison aren't going to help you if you joined after this happened, which is what I think you said.
Yeah.
Because any trade union, this isn't specific to Unison, any trade union will only act for you and pay for representation if you were a member at the time the problems happened. Otherwise, no one would join a union until they needed them.
Yeah, I've just got more advice from friends and family since, and they're like, right, you should have done that before. So I've done it now anyway.
Well, good for you. Good for you. That's the right choice. Sarah, I hope that's helped you. You've probably got some sort of claim there for negligence, but it's not worth a huge amount of money, I'm afraid, if these problems are going to happen anyway.